Okay, so very quickly I'm going to go through this first page that she had, right? We've already said transformation geometry is the relocation of objects. Those are the easiest way of describing it, okay? Over here then we have axisymmetry. This is the one with the line. We have translation, is moving an object from one space to another, but not doing anything else, literally just moving it across. We have central, is the one with the center point. Symmetry. Forgive my handwriting. And this one here then is rotations. Okay, so what we said with this one here is that you need to understand when this moves from A to A1, you need to copy that distance. So if I was bringing A over, I'd measure from A to A1, and that's that distance. If I wanted to bring this point over, I'd keep my compass the same width, and I'd move it to here. You see, with the marks they've given you on the page, that'll line up. I could do the same with this point, and any of the major points. So just bring it over, mark off where it is, and do the center door. Okay, so that's how you do it. So I have all the lines dotted that I want there. And what it would be bringing this line across and seeing where it crosses those compass marks. So this would be one. If I was to bring that all the way across, if I was to bring this all the way across, it would be from A1 to this point here. If I was to bring this line across, it would be these two. If I was to bring this across, it would be these three. Yeah. Okay. And then we just go on for our verticals. We connect the dots that we know match. Okay. They think you'll all be pretty okay with that. We can connect that up to here, and then from here to here. That's the first one done. Then what you need to note is that when they're saying to go to A2, we're moving from A1 to A2. So that's the important part to note there. So I'd measure my distance from A1 to A2, and that's how far I'd move my object over. I mark off this one, I mark off this one. This point is going to be over here. This point is going to be here. And you can keep going around just like that. And then just as you did before, you can connect your dots. And make sure these are all level. Make sure these are all level. Make sure these are level. And this baseline is level. Okay. And then I'd be able to connect these up. Connect these up. Join this point to A2. And connect these ones as well. So it's exactly the same thing now for the arrow question to the right hand side of this. It's the exact same thing now for this one. The only difference is it's going up this way instead. Alright, I'm going to leave that one for you. I want to see how you get at that. Now, this question here seems a little bit trickier. Okay, so what do? I need my compass set to 60 millimeters. So that's set to 60 now. I can swing that back from A because this distance goes away from A to the left. I can use my sliding set squares. I can use sliding set squares, although it might be a bit difficult in this book. By the time I take the page out of the book. And I can draw my line across to to where it hits there. Now, if you remember what I was saying to you yesterday, if you keep this compass at 60, you can measure it again if you want. Keep your compass at 60. You can swing one arc there and one arc there starting from the other side, and that'll give you the apex of your triangle. So you connect from there to there, and we connect from here to here. Okay. Next thing we need to do is we need to measure up 20 millimeters for this line here. And what I can do, again using my sliding set squares, reference it off of a line. I can do my horizontal line across here. Don't know where that stops yet because I need to measure in 20 millimeters from both sides. 20 and 20. Okay. And okay. So now starting from that point, going up to the line. There's that. Starting from that point, going up to the line. There's that. So my object drawn here. My object needs to go from A to A1. I need to find where A1 is out here. So just like they did in your book or in the example online, you're going to measure out another 65 millimeters, which is going to bring us out to here. And you're going to go up 45 degrees. And I can use the edge of the book to line my set square. You're going to go out like this. Okay, so it's 45 degrees out. Still don't quite know where the A is. It's up here. So that's where A1 is. Now, what I need to do is I need to bring all my lines up at 45 degrees. So I'm going to bring the apex up at 45. And I'm going to make these longer than I think I need them, if that makes sense. So as I want to come back with the compass, I'll make sure, or I'll be able to know that my compass is actually going to cross over these lines. So to make these longer than you think you need them. Okay, I should make this one longer. Right, another important thing to notice on this one. This line here coming up touches this point as well. This line here touches this point if you've done it accurately. So you need to make sure that when you bring your compass widths up, you're going to bring up two different measurements on this line. So to do this, you measure from A to A1. And it's that distance, and same as before, you move your compass over to a point, and you mark off on that line. So we call it A, B, C. So that's A1, this is B1, and C1 starts at C and comes up to its new location. And what the number 1 means is that it's the same thing but in the first location. That's all it means. Okay, so this is the original location, and this is the first location. All right, with that much information, I can connect up the outer sides of my triangle. Okay, and then I need to bring up my box in the middle. So again, keeping the same distance as from A to A1, we're going to come up from the corner, but we already have that there because it's where this line crosses over. We're going to come up with this measurement here. We're going to come up with this measurement here, and this point comes up and it's where it hits the base here. Now, if you've done your work accurately, which mine's a little bit off, as you'll see now in a second, they should hit bang on when you come up from that point. Oops. Okay, and where they hit at the top here, we should be able to draw a horizontal line. All right, and that's that question done. So you try this question for me. I want you to upload your sheets on how you did it. And when you have those sheets uploaded, I'll put up how to do it properly if you haven't gotten it right.